Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with the Masked Assassin. He is in the Thanksgiving Thunder tournament. He seems like he is ready and willing and able to win this thing. Are you?
Look, it doesn't matter if there's 1 man or 8 men. When the Masked Assassin steps in the ring, that's it. It's over, and I will be the next CPW Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Switchblade. Switchblade, you are the Thanksgiving Thunder tournament. You have 7 other opponents. Are you ready for this? Switchblade. Switchblade!
Well, we're rolling on with the quarterfinals of the Thanksgiving Thunder tournament here in Kaiser, and Alex Young, Switchblade, as talkative as ever.
Yeah, you know, I personally think they should give this guy his own 60-minute talk show. I mean, it would just be wonderful. I mean, talk radio would be perfect for this guy.
Well, if they give him a show here, we'll be out of work. So why don't we concentrate on the matches as we get set to see the Masked Assassin make his way to the ring. And the Masked Assassin is accompanied by Brooklyn.
There's apparently parts unknown. It's an island in the South Pacific somewhere.
Well, you know, Brooklyn, I was wondering what she was doing here tonight because none of her wrestlers were scheduled to be in the tournament. But now we know she is with the Masked Assassin, and the Masked Assassin has an issue with Rob Class.
Oh, who doesn't?
I don't know. He seems like a nice young man.
From Death Valley, weighing in at 285 pounds, the former 3-time CPW Heavyweight Champion, Switchblade!
And they don't get much better or much more popular in the town of Kaiser than the former 3-time CPW Heavyweight Champion Switchblade. However, Alex, and we'll talk about this in a moment, this is one of the rare times where Switchblade is not going to have the size and power advantage in a match.
Yeah, well, power maybe, but yeah, I mean, definitely, the Masked Assassin has a fair amount of, how shall we put it nicely, mass to him that it's going to make a lot of things more difficult for Switchblade.
Well, while you were talking, I thought I saw Brooklyn hand something to the Masked Assassin. And, yeah, there it is. Looks like some sort of athletic tape.
No, see, I think, he just went to the bathroom. He had a little bit of toilet paper sticking out his back. I'm sure that's happened to you several times.
Well, no, it hasn't, and that's definitely athletic tape. Referee Mark Brown talking with Switchblade. The winner of this match will move on to face Jake the Machine Davis in the semifinals. And Mark Brown checking for objects that aren't supposed to be there. And I think a lot of these young fans are convinced the Masked Assassin still has that strand of tape.
A lot of people think that, he's wearing a mask, he must be a bad guy, like he just robbed a bank or something like that. No, not just because you wear a mask does not make you a horrible person.
Okay, but in the case of the Assassin, and frankly, there are a number of wrestlers who have gone by the name the Masked Assassin over the past 40 years. Jody Hamilton, the late Ken Timms. Not quite sure the background of the Assassin, other than the times we've seen him in Championship Pro Wrestling.
I believe this is, in fact, the original. All these other guys were stealing from this person.
That is definitely a handful of athletic tape he had on him and that he is moving around. And a lockup. And once again, the Assassin trying to assert his power advantage. He's got a headlock on Switchblade. And I think he's choking him. I think he was choking him with that athletic tape, Alex.
I saw that thing. It looked like a perfectly good, clean headlock to me.
And the Assassin definitely playing with something, hiding something on his person. Double sledgehammer, and now working in with the right hand to the midsection of Switchblade. Sets up Switchblade, whip into the ropes, and a clothesline. right around the throat. Down goes Switchblade. Off the ropes, leg drop. Oh, here we go, brother. The Assassin. Now the Assassin's going to follow up. It looks like he's got, he's going for a chin lock. And now he's working, he's trying to plug the nose of Switchblade, cut off his oxygen. We saw him do that. He shifts the hold around.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a fair amount of weight, pressing down onto Switchblade's shoulder and neck there.
Well, that's blatantly illegal, and that's illegal too, what Brooklyn was doing right there. The Masked Assassin working away on Switchblade. Don't forget, fans, Thursday night, December 7th, those of you attending Potomac State College or working at Potomac State College in Kaiser, we're taping 3 episodes of CPW Showdown, and that man, Switchblade, definitely a big part of our show. Missing with a clothesline, off the ropes, big shoulder block. Down goes Switchblade at the hands of the Assassin.
Yeah, the Assassin, he's kind of like that Juggernaut guy from X-Men, Once he gets going, he's impossible to stop.
Well, he's had several pitched battles here in CPW with, I remember him fighting the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, and that series lasted for a few years. He's also had his problems with 3S Sexy Shane Shadows, and Brooklyn choking again. Mark Brown gets the Assassin off Switchblade. Granted, Brooklyn not as heavy as the Assassin, but it's still illegal. It's against the rules.
It's not as heavy? You're implying that she's heavy at all?
Now, there's the tape. There's the athletic tape. We saw it. It happened right on camera. And he's removing it from around the throat of Switchblade. You are not allowed to choke your opponent with any sort of object. You're not allowed to choke your opponent at all.
Oh, you have a 5 count.
You do not get the right to use athletic tape to choke your opponent out. He's trying to rob Switchblade of his oxygen, and now working over the back of Switchblade. And Switchblade could be in serious trouble here. I think this Assassin, and there he goes behind the turnbuckle pad, there's the tape again. Now he's hiding it behind his back, and there's fans trying to explain to Buddha.
See, his hands are clean. Look, there's nothing in there.
His hands are clean. He's obviously hidden it somewhere else, like right there. And Mark Brown found it. Way to go. Heck of a job there, Brownie. Mark Brown taking the tape away from the Assassin. Switchblade's got an opening. Switchblade with a roll-up. And there's a 3 count. Switchblade pins the Masked Assassin. Switchblade advances to the semifinals of the Thanksgiving Thunder Tournament.
Oh, that's disgraceful. Like the coward that he is. As soon as he gets the pinfall, he runs away.
Well, there's no point in hanging around here. The Assassin's stunned. Brooklyn's stunned. I think he's amazed that Mark Brown caught the object, and then while he was dealing with Mark Brown, Switchblade, using that experience he had, takes advantage and rolls him up. Big win for Switchblade here in Kaiser.
Richie, we all know what's at stake tonight at the Thanksgiving Thunder Tournament. If you win, you get a CPW title shot of your choice.
Well, seeing as how there's only been one title in this promotion that I haven't held, and that's the West Virginia title. They actually had to make up a title so that they couldn't say that I, Richie Stevens, have held every single title here. So what do? They make up a new one. I guess once I win this tournament tonight, win that West Virginia title, what are they going to do? Make up another one? Maybe a midget title, a women's title? Tonight, Thanksgiving Thunder, Battle Royal starts it off to determine who we're going against. Well, Brian Johnson, you and I have a score to settle, dead hand. I'm going to make sure I toss your ass over that top rope and into the 6th row, and then I'm going right over the top, following you out there, beating your ass to the back, facing you in the tournament, and eliminating you not only from the tournament, but from CPW.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting with Justis DuVall. He is one of the many contestants tonight in the Thanksgiving Thunder Tournament. Are you mentally prepared for this match?
I am mentally prepared for this match, but I find it very interesting that we have 7 other opponents in this match, and all of them have the very same thing to say. They say that they're going to leave Kaiser, West Virginia with a CPW title shot to themselves. Well, it's this simple. Titles are for people with low self-esteem, and belts are to keep your pants on. My pants fit me just fine, and my self-esteem is through the roof. So I'm going to put it to you very simple. Tonight, I will prove to everyone in Kaiser, West Virginia, that justice will be served.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last quarterfinal match between the number one and the winner of the Battle Royal.
Well, Alex Young, this is it. The fourth quarterfinal match, and we'll have the semifinals set after this.
Yeah, and while I appreciate the fact that the CPW management, they structured this. They made sure that the person who won the Battle Royal would have the final quarterfinal match. Make sure they has enough time to cover and all that. And in the process, get the person who's eliminated first from the Battle Royal in this same match.
Well, that's true. And speaking of the person eliminated first from the Battle Royal, there he is, the young legend Justis DuVall, the youngest of the 8 competitors in this tournament. A fellow who we've seen a few times here in CPW. He's got a lot of athletic ability. His one-loss record needs some work. He's only going to get better with practice.
Well, practice and maybe if all the skilled wrestlers left CPW.
Richie Stevens!
And on his way to the ring, the former CPW Triple Crown champion, the Renegade Richie Stevens, looking to, as he said, looking to add the West Virginia title to his impressive resume. And Renegade Richie, he seems to have a knack for winning those battle royals.
Yeah, and I personally think he's got to be one of the favorites. I mean, he's only 2 people have held off the heavyweight title, the tag team titles, and the now obviously hardcore title. Switchblade and Richie Stevens. So I gotta think Richie's gotta be a favorite. He won the Battle Royal, and I think he's gonna become a first ever quad champion or quad.
Grand Slam champion would be the proper term for it. But we know what you meant. Anyway, Richie getting set December 7th at Potomac State. He's gonna finally have that one-on-one match against Brian Johnson. And of course, he'll be a big part of Holiday Havoc on Saturday night, December the 9th at Moorfield High School, Moorfield, West Virginia. Buddha's your referee. He's not quite sure what to do with the ring apparel of the Renegade.
Well, personally, I think, Buddha should learn this because I personally think he's much more qualified as, the ring girl that takes clothes back and forth than an actual referee.
Well, we've certainly had more attractive ring girls than Buddha. But there we go, Renegade and Justice. And the winner of this match goes on to face Bill Bain in the semifinals. I think either way, that's going to be a heck of a match.
Yeah, I mean, basically we're getting to the point where we've weeded out a lot of the pretenders, and now it's pretty much just all the legitimate contenders to the number one title shot.
Well, Justis DuVall, he's somebody the Renegade hasn't faced yet, and vice versa, obviously. But the Renegade